Xiaozhong to each and every one of you. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to make a clear broth style chicken noodle soup. This is the lighter version of the coconut based broth. So if you want something a little bit more on the lighter side and something yet comforting, this is the recipe for you to try. So it's very easy to make if you have all the ingredients. So let's just get straight to it and show you how to make it. Let's go. We're going to start off by making the broth first. So here I have a pot of water that's simmering. To this, I'm going to add in some aromatics. So I'm going to add in quite a lot of onions that I halved. And I'm using about 4 small yellow onions, or you can do 2 giant yellow onions. I'm also going to add in 2 whole bulbs of garlic that I also cut in half. Make sure you clean it really well before you cut it in half. Place all of this into the pot of water. To this, I'm also going to add in 2 lemongrass stalks that I also mashed up with my pestle. And this just helps to release the oils so that you can actually have some good lemongrass flavor into the broth. I'm also going to add in 3 slices of fresh galangal, and I cut it about this thick. And I'm also going to be adding 8 whole kaffir lime leaves. And in this mesh packet here, I have some coriander seeds and some white peppercorns. And I just placed this into a pan and allow this to toast for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium-high heat. Once they're toasted, I just put it into a mesh spice bag, tie it really good, and you should have a little packet like this. And add this packet in there as well. So this is it for the first round of simmering. I'm going to close this with a lid and allow this to simmer on medium heat for about 30 minutes. While that's simmering away, let's go ahead and take care of the chicken. So here I have a whole brown hen, or you can also use a brown rooster. Typically you can find this at the Asian grocery store in the freezer section. Just make sure you thaw it really good, clean it really good, and you should have something like this. So you can actually cook it whole like this straight into the broth, but just to make it easier and for the chicken to cook a little bit faster, I am going to cut it. It doesn't have to be small, tiny pieces. It can be big chunks like this. So after 30 minutes of simmering, this is what the broth looks like. At this point, let's go ahead and add in the chicken. We're going to season this with some sea salt, some chicken bouillon powder, I have fish sauce, and give this a really good stir. We're going to close this again and allow this to cook for another 30 minutes on medium heat. After 30 minutes, this is what it looks like. The chicken should be fully cooked. We're going to remove this and put it on a plate and allow it to cool completely before we go through and slice the meat. Once you take out the chicken, we're also going to remove all of the aromatics that we add in. At this point, the broth is pretty much done, but for me, some of the things I do love to add in here includes some pork or chicken meatballs. Today, I'm actually going to be using chicken meatballs that I thawed and cut in half, and this is the packet that I'm using. You can typically find these type of meatballs at all Asian grocery stores, usually in the freezer section. You can leave it whole, but I like to cut it in half just so it's easier to eat. Put it all into the broth. And then I'm also going to be adding some cherry tomatoes. This is totally optional, but I do like the acidity of the cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to add in about 2 cups in there. Allow this to come back to a boil, and you'll start noticing the meatballs floating to the top and some of the cherry tomatoes popping. So at this point, the broth is pretty much done. Just make sure that when you are serving, keep the broth on low heat because you want the broth to be hot when you're pouring it over the noodles. So at this point, we're just going to finish the garnishes for the soups and cook your noodles. So I'm just going to finish cutting the chicken into bite-sized pieces. You can cut it however you like. It's up to you. And this is what it should look like. I do like to separate the meat on one side and then save some of the wings or any of the bones that still have some meat on one side for those who like to nibble on those. And another topping that I do love to add in here is a shredded cabbage herb mix. So some of you might be curious, how do I shred my cabbage so thin? So I'm going to be using 1/4 of a big cabbage, or you can use half of a super small cabbage and cut it, and make sure the core is still attached to it like this. The core is very important to keep the cabbage together so that it's a lot easier for you to shred. Use a really sharp peeler and you'll go around the cabbage and just shred it as much as you can until you have super thin shreds like this. Once you're done shredding, then you can throw away the core. Some of the herbs I do like to add includes fresh chopped cilantro. I have some green onions, some Thai basil, and then I also have some fresh mint. Now, when you're serving, you can do all of these herbs and vegetables to one side, but in my family, we're not picky. So I'm just going to add all the herbs in with the shredded cabbage. Along with that, I'm also going to add in some bean sprouts and just give this a really gentle toss. And the cabbage herb mix is done. For the noodles, I do love to use the thick size vermicelli noodles. You can use any noodles of your choice, but vermicelli is the best, especially for this broth. And most packages will have directions on how to cook it properly, so I highly recommend you looking at the back of the packet to see the directions. Okay, so everything is done. We are ready to plate. So in a bowl, I'm going to add in the vermicelli noodles, some of the sliced cooked chicken, and the hot broth along with the meatballs and tomatoes. I'm going to garnish it with the cabbage herb mix. You could add as much or as little as you want. I do like quite a lot. At this point, we're pretty much done, but some of the extra garnishes and toppings I do love to add include some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm also going to squeeze some fresh lime juice in here, and my mom's chili oil crisp with some pork crackling in there. I do have a video on how to make that, so if you're interested, I'll put the link down in the description box. Mix it really well and enjoy it while it's still hot. This noodle soup is so comforting. It's light, it's herbaceous, also savory, and full of flavor. So if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, this soup would be perfect for you to make. So give it a try. Until then, I will see you in my next video.